an accident working with a belt of some sort, and we've been praying over his hand more than a couple of years, and he's finally got color in his skin,
Whoa.
which is phenomenal because it was all black, literally black.
Wow.
And he's starting to slightly move his fingers, and they're more open. El can actually take his hand and go like this, and he says that doesn't hurt him. So he's able to fully get his hand looking like this, but he can't hold it there himself. It'll just go back to its regular reflex. But we're standing and believing that his hand will be
Yes.
100% totally healed.
Amen.
And I don't know if you saw the newsletter, but El gave him a jacket. So he brought him a coat, which is nice. So yeah, we just need to keep this guy in prayer. Maybe do some intercessory prayer on his hand in our homes, so that we go back next Thursday, he'll just be like, pick up a cup and he'll be able to do whatever he needs to.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're just believing that. That's it.
His name is Simon.
Simon.
Simon, all right.
Yeah.
Well, we pray for Simon that
Yes,
that
yeah.
declare that hand is going to open up completely.
Yeah.
Thank you for a man's hand being healed, just like the man with the withered hand stretching forth and being completely healed. We declare that for Simon.
Thank you.
Amen. Who else would like to share? Jeremiah, come on up. This is my nephew, who I love so much. Such an amazing guy. He's on fire for God. He's got an amazing call in his life. Amen.
Yeah, it was last Thursday that when I came, it's just like I felt I didn't want to come, but God was like, no, you have to come, because it was something that was just making me stop. But like the door's locked, but it just opened up and just came in. I was like, what? But when we were just at the car, I just felt like that's what to pray for me, but I did, but like, and I was just delivered, set free from everything. And it was just awesome. So you know.
I felt that the enemy was trying to keep you from coming out last week. Going to a house which had a doorbell but wasn't working, which is so cool. But she knew she was supposed to come to this house, and we ended up going to this house, but they wouldn't let us in. So we prayed for the family outside the house, and then the Spirit of God came in the car, and we ministered to Jeremiah at the same time, and the Spirit of God touched him so powerfully. And yeah, his freedom. Yeah, sometimes we need to be walking in freedom so we can give the freedom up.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing wrong with that, but God wants all of us set free from things. And even tonight, if you're carrying a burden or you need freedom from something, God's here to minister deliverance from you. There's no shame in that. Because we all carry areas where we need to walk in greater revelation and light. So, who else has a testimony?
I do.
Okay, come on, Dan. Dan's drove in probably from very far, right? 2-hour drive to come here tonight.
What?
Well,
Wow.
hold on. You'll find out. So, I used to live in the city, and I recently moved in January, and I've been looking for a job, every time I go to look for a job, they want 3 work references. And the old me would have just called up, I have many friends that I could just call up and get work references from. But because most of the time I've been self-employed. So this having 2 work references has been a problem because I don't have a third, which is what they want. So I've just been holding, actually I've been getting honest, I'm just like, I need a job, but inside I'm just like, oh, I'm so sick of working. But, so, the other day, so I'm attending a church in Fisher Branch, Manitoba, and I have a friend who lives a few doors down, her name's Nolene, she's like 79 or something, yeah, 79, something like that. And so we hang out, and anyways, there's this, where to go? So on Wednesdays, we have a prayer and Bible study. So on the way there, I got a ride, and in the back there was another lady, she's a Filipino lady that came in, and I said, hey, a pastor of the other church, his name's Abe, and he told me that she does tambourine. And so I said, hey, I heard you do tambourine. I do flying. And she was so excited because we're the only two that do anything different. So, and back up one step, on Tuesday, I met with Abe and Gladys. I met with Abe and Gladys about flagging. Because I'm waking up in the middle of the night crying and praying. Like I wake up praying and crying, and it's all flagging. It's so, like I would say I'm being tormented, but that's not, it's really rough. And so I'm just like, what is going on? So in this week, every single day I've talked to someone about flagging in a way like, I'm just like, really I'm a baby flagger. And it's not something old for me, it's something new. So I can explain my experience, but I can't give you a lot of deep background information, which these people need, because they need it to be biblical. So on Tuesday, I met with the pastor and his wife, and I spoke to them, and he's like, yeah, I like to push the envelope. And his wife, Gladys, is sitting there like, oh, that sounds great for children, kind of idea. And so, and then I'm just like, hey, I'm just kind of wondering about altar calls, and I'm kind of wondering about where are we in the church with deliverances, and I'm kind of wondering about healing too, like how come we don't do healing at the end of services? And so I'm just like, not that, and I'm just like, I don't need an answer, I'm just wondering. So that was on Tuesday.
Come on, yeah.
And then he's like, there's a lady that does tambourine. I'll give you her number. But on Wednesday, I was in the back of a vehicle with her. This is how fast it's going. And so we talked, and then we got, one more detail. I said to Abe, well, Abe, I've been a part of a worship team in Winnipeg, and also going on the street and doing deliverances, sometimes right in malls. And then I'm just like, and hands-on healing, it's just a way of life. And so if ever in the church, call me, okay? Like you can call me. You can call me up, no problem. And he's like, okay. So now on Wednesday in the back with the tambourine girl at the church. And I was sitting at the back, and people are praying over there, but I'm over here. And I realized, look at all this room for flagging. But I didn't have my flags, and plus, they're not okay with it yet. So I was sitting there with my eyes closed, and then I went into flagging. And then I could feel the atmosphere, and then all of a sudden, I started choking, like I was getting choked. I was like, seriously? And I had to run out of the room, and I ran into the wall even, and it was red, and the pastor's just like, what's going on? Are you okay? But I went to the bathroom and, flicked them off and that kind of stuff. Yay! Find them and send them to hell. What do you think? And then you can feel the atmosphere, actually. So I went in to where they were praying, and I was on my knees. Not on a chair, and I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And it's like, no one prayed any protection while we're getting together, we're gathering to pray, and there's no protection over the church, over us, or over our families while we're doing that. And come on, we're always in warfare, let's be real. So that's what I prayed. And then, when we started going into the Bible study, the lady that to stop preaching, get it? Distraction. Hey, Lorraine, I learned. That's what you taught me, Lorraine. They distract. That's
right.
And so I'm just like, so the pastor, his name is Abe, and he comes over and he prays for her. He stops what he's doing, he prays for her. And you can see it's gonna take a while. This is going somewhere. It's gonna be a while. So he's like, hey, Dance, can you like pray for her? I'm just like, yeah.
And then I'm thinking, the oil, and then he goes and gets the oil before I even say anything. I'm just like, awesome. So he anoints her, and then she was being attacked with anxiety. I'm just like, anxiety is a spirit. Okay. So it was like anxiety leave this body now, and press. But then her head was gonna pop. She had so much pain that she started rocking back and forth and back, and really intense. And I'm just like, where's your pain? And she said, like between an 8 and a 10. And so I put my hand where she had her hand, and I'm just like, okay, pain, get out. In the name of Jesus, you have no judgment to leave. Get out, because she belongs to Jesus, and you have no territory here. So I just kept going and going, and then I said, where are you at now? And she's like, a 5. And then I kept going, and then I'm just like, where are you now? And she's a 2. And I'm just like, awesome. And then I kept going, and then I'm just like, how about? She's like, thank you.
Yay, God.
And he was able to do the service the whole entire time.
That's so good. So good.
That was Wednesday, and then every day it's been, oh no, she's going away to a wedding. She's like, oh, I'm just like, you know what? I think you need a deliverance. And she's like, yeah, but she has to go to a wedding. And I'm just like, when? And I'm just like, well, I'm available tomorrow. And so me and my friend Elaine, she's 80, like I said, we fasted that whole day. And then Rochelle, the tambourine lady, she came over and we did a deliverance, and I used my flags in the deliverance to feel what's going on. And she was delivered. Wow. She was delivered. So I can't wait to, we haven't gone to church over there yet. Very conservative, by the way. Yeah. So it'll be awesome to rock them out.
Let's pray to this right now.
Yeah.
Father, we thank you for dance. Thank you, Lord, for
Yeah.
the way you're using to transform our whole family and community, Lord. I thank you that you have an amazing anointing on her life and a boldness. And God, we just pray that, Lord, she would just continue to use her as a mover and a shaker.
Yeah, come on.
That, Lord, when she shakes
Shake it
those
up.
flags, Lord, that whole town's the walls of that town are going to come down like Jericho. And we thank you, Lord, for more people being free and coming into the freedom in Christ, coming to know you. And we pray, God, your hand upon a dance in amazing ways, just continue to open doors for her, continue to grow her in the ways of the kingdom, to hear your voice, and to be used. And we pray for that church, Lord, that it would not be the same. It would go backwards, it will go forwards. So God, we pray, Lord, a spirit of unity amongst their leadership, Lord, to be able to steward what you are doing.